Today's quick recap. Republicans are urging former President Trump to jump into the 21-day government shutdown standoff, saying he might be the only one who can push a deal across the finish line. Here's where it stands. The shutdown has hit day 21, tying some of the longest in history. There are still no active negotiations on the calendar. No weekend meetings, no late-night huddles, just a lot of posturing. Republicans argue Trump needs to apply direct pressure.
One GOP voice said he has to get involved to move the needle. At the end of the day, to move this needle and get this thing off the bubble, President Trump will have to get involved.
Trump says he'd love to meet with Democratic leaders, but only after the government reopens. His line, "Open the country first, then we'll talk." He's accusing Democrats of risking people's health care by dragging this out. Democrats are pushing the other direction. They want guarantees on health care, specifically extending Enhanced Affordable Care Act subsidies that are expiring. They say, let's address the health care crunch and end the shutdown together. Republicans counter, vote to reopen the government now, then negotiate health care. The central fight, what gets negotiated first and what leverage each side keeps. Over in the Senate, attempts to pass a simple funding measure have failed again and again, 11 tries and counting. The rhetoric has hardened, with Democrats accusing Republicans of refusing to work or negotiate. Democrats warn premiums for over 20 million working and middle-class Americans could spike if subsidies lapse. Trump hosted Republican senators at the White House. Yes, there were cheeseburgers. Lawmakers walked out saying there were no new tangible developments. Trump's camp, negotiations with Democrats come after the government reopens. Meanwhile, the impact is spreading. Federal workers just missed their first full paycheck. Courts warn they won't be able to sustain full, paid operations starting Monday without funding. This is where political chess turns into real-world consequences. Democratic leaders say they reached out to the president, urging him to sit down and negotiate. Healthcare, the shutdown, all of it. They're framing it as a healthcare crisis that needs immediate attention. And the big picture? Critics say the self-described dealmaker is tuned out as he's expected to head to Asia for summits. House leadership hasn't had members in session for more than a month. The speaker says he won't bring the chamber back until Democrats are ready to fold. So the stalemate remains. Republicans want the government open before talks. Democrats want health care locked in as part of any deal. Trump is the pressure point both sides reference. Either the closer who can end it, or the holdout who won't budge until the doors are unlocked. I'll keep it tight and bring updates as they break. If you found this helpful, drop a comment with your take on what should come first. Reopening healthcare.